Hello people, doing a quick review on my very first Seiko I ever purchased. Had received Seikos in the past from my brother, SKXs, and a turtle, a patty turtle at that, in the SKX 009. This was my very first Seiko that I actually purchased with my own money, and I believe I've had this watch now for about 4, maybe 5, maybe going on six years, I believe. And this was the watch that got it all started for me, although I guess the SKX 009 was really the initial watch that got me into Seikos. But this specific watch was at the time, a grail for me, a mini grail, I would say. Ultimately, the Seiko Marine Master is the ultimate grail watch. I guess they say all Seikos lead to the Marine Master, which is true, and I will be doing a video about that watch as well. Anyway, to go over the SBDC 033 Blumo, also known as the Blumo. It's actually the Sumo, but people call it the Blumo. This is a really good, solid watch. This was kind of, like I said, a mini grail for me. Before I bought a Seiko, I was considering buying a turtle watch, but I held off, saved my money, and it was about a 2-year challenge for me not to buy other watches and just get this watch. Haven't regretted it. It's still in the collection, thank God. I haven't sold it. Don't ever really plan on selling this watch. This is one of the better watches I've ever owned. And this is a second generation Sumo. The first generation was the SBDC 003. And this is the Prospects second generation with the PSX on the dial. Now there's a lot of loyal Generation 1 Seiko Sumo fans who don't like this watch because of the X, the Prospects logo on the dial. To me, it's, I guess you would say it's the exact same watch, just with a different dial font on the face of the watch. This watch is a 45 millimeter, 52 lug to lug, and I believe this watch is a little chunkier than the third generation Sumos. This is about close to 14 millimeters. I removed one length. I believe this weighs about 190 grams, so it's a big, hefty watch. But as we all know, with most Seikos, the curvature of the case and the way the case is shaped, even though there's a good length in that lug to lug there, because it is pretty big, the wingspan or the height of the watch is pretty tall. Wears phenomenally well. It definitely has phenomenal wrist presence, and it takes up some good real estate on your wrist. But again, with the Seiko case design and the way the case slopes in after the bevel there, the brushed edge, that's another facet of this watch. It just has so many angles, so many beautiful angles, polishing, brushed, nothing that you guys probably don't already know. Just thought I would start reviewing some of my watches that I own, and I just reviewed the SPB 105J1, and that's a new watch, and I'm very excited to own that. This does house the 6R15 movement. It's rock solid movement. This watch is, it's almost, like I said, 6 years old, and it hasn't gains a little bit of time, runs a little fast, not too much. I don't have a time grapher. I usually set it to my cell phone, and it does gain time over like a couple weeks. I wouldn't know exactly how many seconds fast it's running, but it's a great watch and absolutely love it. I did add on this, I did add a Seiko Marine Master clasp to this watch to give me more of the Marine Master vibe. I've been wanting and dreaming of owning one, and this helped kind of hold. This watch kind of was my, I don't know, kind of held me over until I actually got the Marine Master. I do love the Marine Master clasp. I also have it on another watch that I will review in the future, the SSK 003 J1 GMT Blueberry watch. But just wanted to make a quick video on the Seiko Sumo SBDC 003, and let me see if I can, kind of holding my cell phone to record this. I'm going to try to get a wrist shot in here if I can, but if I can't, I should be able to get this watch on my wrist. It's a really good watch. Give me 1 second here. All right, here we go. Beautiful, perfect wrist presence, perfect angular case. We call it the banana shaped case, and the Reese cup bezel. But it's got a beautiful blue dial. It's got a aluminum bezel insert. It's wonderful. I love this watch, and just wanted to share my passion with some of my Seiko divers. This is the SBDC 033 and JoJo's Watch Reviews. Thanks for looking. Have a wonderful night.